What drives Michigan? Is it the cars or is it the people? Well, this is a show about interesting people and interesting cars. And today we're going to drive with Ron Kagan, the Executive Director and CEO of the Detroit Zoological Society. Back in the day, Ron drove Lotus race cars in England, but today he's driving slow in the Detroit Zoo. Now, why am I hosting this? I'm writer-director from Los Angeles. Well, that's because my entire family lives in Michigan, and they just keep telling me I have to move back. So I'm here to find out why. Because this is Suburban Drives Michigan. Ron's first car was this, a 1968 Fiat Spider. So I thought it would be fun to get him in today's version of his first car, the 2018 Fiat Spider. And Ron told me that if I got to the zoo early enough, we could actually drive the car through the zoo, a place that usually looks like this for us today. We don't have to worry about running over any people, but we do need to watch out for these. It's a pleasure that I'm going to have the slowest drive of this series with Ron Kagan,
who wants to go really fast.
Who is known for going very fast, but the real treat here is we're driving through the Detroit Zoo with no one here.
That's true.
So thank you. This is exciting and wonderful.
It's a thrill to have you here. And, you know, all of us that work here love this place, and fortunately so does the community. So we have about 1.6 million visitors every year. Now, here's something that is super cool, but you would not know it. That beige building, that is an anaerobic digester. That takes 1 million pounds of animal poop that we produce every year, the animals produce every year, and turns it into methane, which then powers the generator, which then powers the animal health complex. So the animals are providing electricity for their own health care.
Am I crazy that seems like a no-brainer? That is a Detroit only?
Yeah, Detroit Zoo only, but you know, it's kind of a cool thing to do. So that's one of the really great things about this zoo, is that it's all open. You know, we don't have cages, and it's been like that since the beginning.
I didn't even think about that. The fact, because I remember really when I was here years ago, and a peacock walking a foot away from me. Well, and I thought something was wrong.
One could land on us. I mean, they're all over the place. This is the Cotton Family Wolf Wilderness, and we'll see whether we can find Wazzy.
The wolves? Oh wow, right there.
There they are. So Wazzy's a female and Casca's the male.
We can hop out. We've got them. Yeah, we can hop out for sure. If you can see a wolf up close,
you're going to love this.
Hello. Hello, Wazzy. Hi, Wazzy. Hi, sweetie. Hi. Hi, Casca.
Casca is gigantic.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
A good girl. Whoa. Hi, Casca.
I mean, that is a lot of animals right there.
We do have a mandate to help conserve the wildlife of the world, and at the same time to help people fall in love with nature and want to do good things as opposed to unintentionally doing harmful things to the environment.
You know, the show is called Suburban Drives Michigan, and what I'm really interested in with everyone is, what do you think drives Michigan?
Well, I mean, you know, like anything, a place is about the people. I mean, yes, you can argue that if you happen to live in the Rockies or in the Alps, the place is very impressive, and Michigan absolutely is a gorgeous state. But I think the key, you know, is definitely the people that live here. And, you know, when I first came up here 25 years ago, that's what blew me away. So we're coming up to the river otters. I know this might be of some interest to you.
I hate to say the term spirit animal, but every time I see a river otter, I have an immediate reaction. was your first car?
My first car was a used Fiat 850 Spider.
Which is why I picked you up in a Today Spider.
I thought that was very sweet and nostalgic.
But I also know that you're such a car guy that no matter what I brought, I probably couldn't wow you with anything.
No, that's not true. No, this is really, this is cool because actually I've never driven one of these. The one I had was...
you said it was lavender?
Was lavender, which, you know, I had to take a deep breath as a 18-year-old driving around in a lavender. But it was, yeah, it was the only color that was available.
Do you remember a price point on that?
Oh, it was a couple of $1,000s. Yeah, it was used a couple of $1,000s. And I was working, you know, I was in high school, I was working part-time as a janitor to pay for it. So I was waxing floors and cleaning bathrooms and stuff, and it had like 47 horsepower, and I thought I was Mario Andretti, you know, and
47.
Yeah, I mean, it was ridiculous. So this is the Polk Penguin Conservation Center. This is a tabular iceberg.
The architecture is phenomenal,
isn't it? The idea here of a tabular iceberg cracking in half is sort of symbolic of what's happening with climate change. And then all of the flags of the signatories of the Antarctic Treaty are along the edges.
Wow, holy cow.
Good morning.
Morning.
So this is the biggest penguin center in the world.
In the world, not just the US.
Yeah. We have about 80 penguins, 4 different species. You can see it's snowing over there. And the whole idea is this is South America, and we're gonna now go
Patagonia-ish.
Yeah, exactly, and we're gonna cross the Drake Passage and get to Antarctica. So come with me.
Yeah.
We're going on Ernest Shackleton's ship, the Endurance. Even the wood floors here, the planks are exactly the dimensions of his ship of 100 years ago. There are different scenes, so this is the calm sea. It's never like this.
Right.
We have 4 different scenes, so now we're going to have the nighttime. You hear the music?
Oh, the guy's singing.
That was what was playing on the phonograph when the ship sank. We know that from their diaries. Yeah, I know. It is a little foreboding. Don't worry, we won't sink. So,
oh, wow.
So now, like, it's often 50-foot waves.
That's so cool.
This is one of the most serious predators of the penguins. When they open their jaws, you'll see it. I mean, they really are like a leopard.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? It's
wow.
Kind of intimidating and deadly.
Have a nice swim, guys.
Yeah, have a nice swim. So now, let's see. Oh, we've got some penguins in the water. It's a little hard to see, but sometimes they'll swim underneath us as well.
Oh, it's underneath as well?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So these are the Gen 2 penguins. This is actually the fastest type of penguin species. They can go 22 miles an hour. It's pretty fast.
That's crazy. I'm kind of excited to see how this goes. Whoa.
They are awesome, aren't they?
That's really phenomenal.
Sometimes they will come over because they can be curious.
If you can't smile at that walk, something's wrong.
I know.
What's your dream car? If you could have any car.
Ferrari F40.
What's your regular driver?
So my regular driver is a Tesla 3 because my son works for Tesla.
Okay.
And the car that I play with on a track is a Porsche GT3 RS.
Yes.
Which is absolutely an unbelievable vehicle. Yeah. Those are 2 ex-race horses. So we do a lot of rescue work of all sorts of different animals, including horses that are discarded from horse racing. But we have rescued lions from crack houses. We've rescued monkeys from, you won't believe this, a woman trying to cross the border from Canada was a stripper, and I guess there was a small monkey that was part of her show. Yeah, there's some really odd things that happen.
That's a
with
fun tour.
animals.
Like, at everyone on the left, you'll see the lion from the crack house.
Yes, I know. Well, and in fact, both of these bald eagles are rescues. Both of them were injured in the wild.
How beautiful.
This should not simply be a place of entertainment, but it should be a place that gets people to think about their attitudes and their values about nature and about the relationship that humans have with the natural world. And it just becomes much more interesting.
It's serious, and conservation is real, right? But
Yeah.
it's also, the zoo is a fun place.
And this is more about just having an incredibly enjoyable experience and a meaningful experience, one that is a lot of fun, but it's not fun at the expense of nature, it's in service of nature.
Suburban Drives Michigan is brought to you by the Suburban Collection, representing 37 different automotive brands in over 50 locations throughout Michigan. From your first car to your dream car and everything in between. The Suburban Collection. Thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe. But even more than that, I need to know in the comments section down below who you think drives Michigan. It could be your mom, your dad, your high school coach, the fireman who saved a kitten, or even somebody famous like, I don't know, what? Are you from Michigan?